Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Good evening, football fans, sports fans everywhere. Welcome to the No Credentials Required special presentation, the alternative PXP, the play-by-play, alternative play-by-play, presented by Belly Up Sports in association with Godzilla Media. My name is Ryan McCarthy. I am one of the co-hosts of No Credentials Required, and tonight I'm going to get my chops doing some play-by-play. So what you're going to do, I'm going to give you some instructions, but before we do that, I just want to remind you, if you're watching on YouTube, which is where we exclusively are, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Let's get there by Labor Day so we can get monetized. We can get paid for doing this program, and we can bring you more things like this, the alternative play-by-play. So if you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And as I always remind you on the live stream, smash that like button. Smash it responsibly. So here's what we're going to do. It's about a minute till game time, but I wanted to give you some instructions before we go down tonight. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up another browser tab. You're going to go to CFL Plus, cfl.ca/plus. If you haven't subscribed already to the CFL Plus service, it's going to ask you for your email. You type in your email. That's all you have to do. Don't have to set up a password. You type in your email. It'll take you right to the streaming page for the games. What you're going to do is click on the game. You're going to scroll down as soon as you register to Week 7's games. The link will be up, and you just click on the Toronto Argonauts at Hamilton Tiger Cats. It'll take you to another page where you just hit play video. It'll start playing the video. Put yourself on mute. And then listen in on this play-by-play. It's all simple. It's all you got to do. It's a really simple thing to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to broadcast tonight's game. We're going to do an alternative broadcast of tonight's game between the Toronto Argonauts and the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The Toronto Argonauts are currently undefeated. They're 4-0, the only undefeated team left in the CFL, while the Tiger Cats have been struggling this season, had some injuries, especially at the quarterback position. And they need some help, so they're starting at 2-3. They went to Edmonton last week, beat Edmonton by 8. But in the meantime, let's go over some stats for this game. Let's take a look at the weather real quick. It's currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. Mostly sunny. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous night in Hamilton. And before we go into the actual game, just about to wrap things up in terms of production there. Let's take a look at the rosters for your visiting Toronto Argonauts. We're going to look at the offensive side of the ball, starting at quarterback from Mississippi, number 12, Chad Kelly, who's having himself an outstanding year. At running back, number 34, A.J. Willett out of Ohio. At fullback, number 25, Spencer Nichols. And here are your running back or wide receivers. At left wide receiver, you'll have number 86, DeMonte Coxie from Memphis. On the other side of the ball, number 18, Dejon Brissett out of Virginia. And at slot back, number 8, you got 3 slot backs. Number 80, Tavares Daniels from Notre Dame. At number 89, Cam Phillips out of Virginia Tech University. And the other slot back is number 19, Curly Gittins Jr. from Wilfrid Laurier. Let's take a look at their offensive line. At left tackle, number 63, Trayvon Tate from Memphis. At left guard is number 62, Ryan Hunter out of Bowling Green. At center, number 53, Darius Sirocco from the University of Calgary. Next to him is Peter Nicastro at right guard. Peter Nicastro, number 52, also out of the University of Calgary. And at right tackle, number 59, Dejon Allen from the University of Hawaii. On the defensive side of the ball, here are your defensive starters for the Toronto Argonauts. At left defensive end, number 95, Brandon Barlow out of Boston College. At left defensive tackle, number 91, Jared Brinkman from the University of Northern Iowa. Excuse me. At number 99, at right defensive tackle, number 99, Dwayne Hendricks from the University of Pittsburgh. If they're in a 3-4 set, if they're a 3-4 set, you'll also see number 40, Robbie Smith from Wilfrid Laurier. Linebackers are as follows. Number 48, Winton McManus from the University of Memphis. Number 30, Jonathan Jones from Toledo University. And then number 6, Adarius Pickett from UCLA. Your secondary, number 3, is Jamal Peters. At halfback is number 0, Robertson Daniel from BYU. Jamal Peters, respectively, is from Mississippi State. At safety, number 9, Royce Michie from the University of Guelph. At halfback, the other halfback, number 8, Deshaun Amos from East Carolina University. And number 42, on the other corner is number 42, Quantez Stiggers, no university listed. And now let's look at the other side of the ball. Your starters for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Starting at quarterback and making his CFL debut, number 0 on your programs, but number 1 in your hearts, Taylor Powell from Eastern Michigan, the rookie out of Eastern Michigan. At running back is James Butler from the University of Iowa. At fullback is number 38, Felix Garand-Gauthier from the Université de Laval. Your wide receivers are number 17, Terry Godwin II from Georgia. And number 87, Richie Sindani from the University of Calgary. Your slot backs are as follows. Number 12, Tim White, who hails from Arizona State University. Number 35, Tyreek McAllister from the College at Charleston. And then finally, number 1, Duke Williams from the University of Auburn. Your starting offensive line will be as follows. At left tackle, number 62, Tyrone Riley from North Carolina State. At left guard, number 57, Brennan Revenberg from Grand Valley State University. At center is David Beard from the University of Alberta. Right guard, number 64, Coulter Woodmansey from the University of Guelph. And at right tackle, number 66, Brandon Kemp, who played his college ball at Valdosta State. Now, the other side of the ball, on the defensive side, you got yourself at defensive end, number 5, Malik Carney from the University of North Carolina. At number 44, defensive tackle, Casey Sales from the University of Ohio. At nose tackle, number 92, Chris Mulumba from the University of Colorado. And the fourth defensive lineman in the 4-3 set is number 4, Jonathan Kongbo, University of Tennessee. Here are your linebackers. At the will linebacker position will be number 21, Simone Lawrence, University of Minnesota. At the MAC linebacker is number 15, Kyle Wilson from Arkansas State. And then your Sam linebacker is number 24, Chris Edwards from University of Idaho. Your secondary will be as follows. At corner, number 3, Kenneth George Jr. from University of Tennessee. At halfback, number 7, Javian Ellis from from Florida State University. Number 30 at safety, number 30, Stavros Katsantonis from the University of British Columbia. Go Thunderbirds. At the other halfback side, number 2, Tunde Adeleke from the University of Carleton. And then finally rounding out the defense is number 23, Richard Leonard from Florida International University. I neglected to go to the special teams, so my apologies. So let's look at the special teams for the Toronto Argonauts. Kicker at kicker is number 14, Boris Bede from the Université de Laval. He was also acting as punter. At long snapper is number 47, Adam Guimet from Holy Cross University. Go Crusaders. On the other side of the ball for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, your kicker this evening will be number 33, Mark Leggio from Western Ontario University. Your punter will be number 26, Bailey Flint from the University of Toledo. Long snapper is number 58, Gordon White, who plays out of St. Francis Xavier University. And the kick returner, punt returner will be number 35, Tyreek McAllister from the university, who's also acting as their slot back from Charlton, College of Charlton. Just about to get underway in Hamilton at Tim Hortons Field. Again, it is a beautiful night in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Before we go to our play-by-play, still at the comments section real quick. And we got my buddy Snowman, Brian Snow. Happy birthday to him. Today it's his 51st birthday, excuse me. So I just want to give a shout out to him. He says, hey, thanks for stopping by, Snowman. Appreciate you. Your head coaches for each team for the Toronto Argonauts will be Brian Dinwiddie. For those of you who follow college football, he played his college ball at the university at Boise State University, part of that Sergeant program in the early 2000s. And for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, it is Orlando Steinauer, who is a Canadian who played his college ball in Canada. And we are just about to get ready to start. And here's a kickoff from the 30-yard line. Starting the ball downfield. It's taken by Toronto. Quick run and is driven out of bounds. And on the field will come Chad Kelly, number 12, leading the Toronto Argonauts, getting right back to where he was back in the Grey Cup when he led the Toronto Argonauts to that victory. Drove him down the field for the winning touchdown. He has a 4-0 start this season. He is widely considered right now he's the early most valuable player candidate. So first down, ball being handed off to number 43, Trevor Hoyt. To Andrew Harris, number 33, and he is driven back by the defensive line of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. As I said, Chad Kelly, University of Mississippi. We know his story. Drafted by the NFL, led the Rebels to one of their most famous wins in the 2000s. Unfortunately, had a rocky start to his career in the NFL. Second down and 11. Chad Kelly goes back to pass from the shotgun formation. He's being harassed by the defensive line. He goes deep, and it is hauled in by number 18, Dejon Brissett. Long passing play, getting right back to where they started last week with that fast start against Montreal. And here we go on the replay. He's being harassed by the defensive line, stays in the pocket, and just hoists it downfield. Brissett beat his man, and we got ourselves a deep passing play on the first passing play of this game. 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line. It's a quick pass to number 80, Davaris Daniels. That's good for about 7 yards. As you can see on the screen there, the red zone efficiency for the Argos this year is 80%. So they are scoring on nearly 80% of their drives this year. As we go to second down and 3 from Hamilton's 10-yard line. We've got a 5-pack. We got a 5-pack of receivers. Trips to the left, with Willett in the backfield as he sends his motion men. Hand off to Willett to the right side. Stays on his feet. Gets to the 10. Gets to the 5. And inside the 5-yard line. Stopped at the 4-yard line. This will be a first down and goal. AJ Willett with the run. First down and goal for the Toronto Argonauts. As we're going to see in the replay, nice blocking by the offensive line to seal the edge. Wonderful job by Willett to turn up field. That's got first down. Kelly hands off to Willett. He takes a hit and he takes a man with him, drags all the way down to the 1-yard line, where it'll be second down and goal to go. Stopped there by Katsantonis, and Kelly's calling the plays. It looks like it's probably going to be a short run, second and goal inside the 1-yard line, and there's a run by Willett. Nicely done, driving those feet. It's Hamilton 1-yard line, second and goal. And as you can see, if you're watching along, if you're not familiar with the CFL, the defensive linemen have to line up 1 yard across the line. And here's Kelly. He gets driven back. There's a flag on the play. I have a feeling it's going to be an offsides on the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and that could bring up a repeat second down. They go half the distance to the goal. Let's see what the call is. Hamilton Tiger Cats on number 6. Darius Pickett, and that will give the Argonauts an automatic first down. Got a little rough there on the replay. Got a little rough with Chad Kelly there. Yeah, that's definitely warranted for a unnecessary roughness penalty. So first down and goal for the Toronto Argonauts, again inside Hamilton's 1-yard line. There's the sneak again. There you see the little bit of extracurriculars there. Ooh, you got right in. Helmet went right up into his grill. But no matter. It is first and goal. Cameron Dukes comes in for Chad Kelly. Number 11, Cameron Dukes from the University of Lindsey Wilson. Looks like it's going to be a sneak in, and it will definitely be a sneak in, and that is a touchdown. Touchdown there for Cameron Dukes, again, out of Lindsey Wilson University, the rookie. He gets his first touchdown of the season. Another successful drive for the Toronto Argonauts, and it's 6-0 for the visitors. Let me go ahead and update this while I'm waiting for the extra point. And again, out to kick for the Toronto Argonauts will be their kicker, Boris Beatty, who started his career in Montreal, hailing from the Université of Laval. Interesting story. He was born in France. And now is kicking in the CFL. And Boris Beatty, he's his 8th year in the CFL. So here we go. 7 plays, 66 yards in a matter of minutes. Kick is up, and the extra point is good. We've got 11-11 to go in the first quarter. And the Toronto Argonauts already lead by a score of 7-0. So with that, we're going to take our first commercial break. When we come back, we'll have Hamilton getting ready to take the field on offense. So thank you for watching the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. And now here's a word from one of our sponsors at Belly Up Sports. It's Canadips.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast, here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canada CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadipCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
That's right, folks. CanadipCBD.com. Use promo code BellyUpSports at checkout for 20% off your order. I just want to remind you also about my my live stream, also a podcast. No credentials required. We are live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern until after Labor Day. Then we switch over to Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be reviewing the NFL season like we did last season. We'll be going live. I'm talking about the NFL season. Training camp to start this week, so you got yourself a glimpse of what your team's going to do this year. I know for myself, I'm a big New York Jets fan, and I'm excited for this year. Louis Riddick doesn't seem to think otherwise, and he says New York Jets need to win the Super Bowl or they got to shut up. And to which I say, just let us have fun, dude. Just let us have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun watching the games. I'm excited for my team this year. All right, as we get back to the action here in the first quarter, Toronto just scored. They kicked the extra point. They're up 7-0 as Boris Beatty gets to kick off. They'll be kicking off to McAllister. Takes it from inside his own 20, and he is stopped for about a 15-yard gain. And on the field comes Taylor Powell making his CFL debut. This was last week against Edmonton. Went 2 for 4 for 47 yards. Threw a touchdown pass in his first CFL attempt, and he comes in for Matt Schultz, who is on the 6-game injured list. Bo Levi Mitchell, who was the original starter this year for the Tiger Cats, he has been out for an indeterminate period of time as he has been dealing with injury. Trips to the left, first down, and it's already a passing play to number 1, Duke Williams, and Powell's first pass as a starter is complete, and it's good enough for 12 yards, and it'll be a first down. So a good start already for Taylor Powell. As you're watching on TV, as you're watching on your television or your browser, there's the offensive starters for the Hamilton Tiger Cats as they get set for first down at their own 37-yard line. Trips to the right as we have the high motion man go in motion. We're going to get a running play. It's a handoff, and immediately he is taken down. Number 91, Jared Brinkman with the tackle. Great job penetrating that from the defensive line stance for Brinkman. Gets his first tackle of the evening, and it'll be second down and long for the Tiger Cats. Corey Mason, your defensive coordinator for the Argonauts. And let's see what happens here. Second down and 11. Second down and 10, excuse me. That was no gain that play. Second down and 11 or 10. Shotgun snap. Powell back to pass. Looking. Now he's going to take off. Nope, he's going to pass it, and he finds Duke Williams again. Right at the marker, but he gets up. He wasn't touched. He gets back up, gets another couple of yards, and it's first down again for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Take a look on replay. Powell goes back to pass. He stays in the pocket, good pocket awareness, finds his man, reads his progressions, gets his progressions down, finds his man, Duke Williams, for his second catch of the game. And there he is, just sitting, and he waits for it. Does a good job of helping his quarterback get open. So there you go. Points to the first down marker. We first and 10 from their own 52-yard line. Powell goes back to pass again, and then shotgun goes and he finds his running back, James Butler. Gets a healthy gain right there from out of the screen. And there's Taylor. Played at the University of Missouri, played at the University of Troy, and finally as a fifth-year senior, his 6-year career, he played at Eastern Michigan, making his rookie debut from the University of Eastern Michigan. And there we go, 2nd and 2 from Toronto's 50-yard line. So inside Toronto territory, there's the handoff, and again, stopped in the backfield by Jonathan Jones and Jared Brinkman. So not much luck running this Hamilton Tiger Cats team. It's a little bit of a risk there with a second down run, and immediately was snuffed out by Jonathan Jones. Very good job at the Sam position, the Mac position, excuse me, I should say. Playing that Mac position. And he and Jared Brinkman get the tackle. They share the tackle, and it's now 3rd and 4, and Hamilton will have to punt. Back to punt is Bailey Flint for his first punt of the evening. Solid kick. There'll be a no yards penalty there. Number 32, Javon Leak, a healthy return. He'll also get the no yards penalty, so he'll add on an additional 10 yards, and Toronto's offense takes the field. When we come back, it'll be Toronto's ball once again. You are watching the no credentials required alternative play-by-play. We'll be back in just a brief moment.
Spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped have the best tools for some spring cleaning. They've already helped you tidy up all the nooks and crannies of your body's basement, but this year Manscaped can help you get the perfect presentation on that beautiful face with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Make sure you look your best this spring by using code BELLY20 to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. So tame your mane with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The sun is peeking back out, which means you'll have to show your face in the daylight again. So use the kit to make sure your scruff looks award-winning, whether you have glorious beard flow or some smooth, sleek cheeks. Save 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. Focus on the face and use the Beard Hedger Pro Kit for the cleanest look in the game.
That's right, folks. Manscaped.com has all your trimming needs. I mean, look at this face. This handsome face right here. This handsome face uses the Beard Hedge Trimmer. Great product. Highly recommend it. Gets the no credentials required seal of approval. I didn't put that graphic up, but get yourself your beard. If you have a beard, looking for a decent, a great beard trimmer, I should say, not a decent beard trimmer, a great beard trimmer, go to manscaped.com. Use promo code BELLY20 at checkout. You get 20% off your order, and you get free shipping. So we're waiting for the commercial break to come back. Chad Kelly, in his first CFL win, they take it back to last year, week 2 against Hamilton. And there's some there's your action right there. This is what's making Chad Kelly your early MOP candidate. As we get set for first down from their own 26-yard line for the Toronto Argonauts, Kelly back to pass. He finds his receiver, DeVaris Daniels, immediately gets smacked, but no matter, the catch is already made, so it'll be a good about a gain of 6 on the reception. And if you're watching on TSN or the CFL Plus in your tab, they're going through the defensive starters. We get into second down. There's Kahari Jones, who was the offensive, I believe he is an offensive coordinator. As we go into second down and 4 from Toronto, their own 33-yard line. The pitch out to AJ Willett, and he gets taken down, but not before he gets the first down. So AJ Willett, out of the University of Ohio, stands 5'9", 208 pounds. If you've seen his social media, or if you've seen the Toronto Argonauts social media, you'll regularly see him squatting about 600 pounds. Big, strong man. As he gets to the 38-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Toronto Argonauts. And this offense is just steaming down the field. As Chad Kelly goes back to pass, he finds Curly Gittins, and it's about a 3-yard gain right there. So it'll be about second down and about 7 or 8, about 6 or 7. As you can see on the Argonauts just are leading the CFL in a number of categories: points, net yards, rush yards, second down conversions, 55.8%, and they're first in sacks allowed, which means they don't allow much in terms of sacks. So here we go, 2nd and 7 from their own 41-yard line as Kelly resets, goes back to pass from the shotgun snap. He steps in the pocket, but it's no matter. As number 6, Jameer Thurman from Indiana State gets a sack. He'll register his first sack of the game. That will be 3rd down, and the punt team comes on the field. Jameer Thurman coming up on a blitz, 5-on-5, beats his man, sees what Kelly's doing, kind of a spy mode, and he beats his blocker and gets to Kelly for the sack. As Boris Bede comes back, is back to punt, and he'll send one down, taken by McAllister, gets up to the 37-yard line and is stopped. 4:26 to go in the first quarter, and the Toronto Argonauts still lead 7-0, but great defensive series there for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They get the ball back. We'll see what they can do after this commercial break. Not sure why the audio isn't playing there, but we'll do this one instead. Welcome back to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. We're getting back to the first quarter action as the Hamilton Tiger Cats offense will take the field for their second possession of the quarter. Drove the field pretty well, but ran into some trouble after they got into Toronto territory. Tried to gamble on second down, tried to run the ball, but unfortunately did not work out for them. So looks like but their defense helped bail them out with the second possession of the Toronto Argonauts. So Taylor Powell back on the field as he goes to first down. Back to pass he goes after sack, shotgun snap. He finds his running back on a screen, but unfortunately the ball was dropped by James Butler, and it'll be a second down and 10. Again, Taylor Powell out of the University of Eastern Michigan, a bit of a journeyman in college before finishing his college career with the Eagles, who play in the MAC division, the MAC division, MAC conference of the NCAA. Second down and 10. Tiger Cats from their own 37-yard line. Shotgun snap. Powell back to pass. Finds his receiver, Duke Williams, again. However, he is not going to get the first down, only getting about 6 of the 10 yards he needed to get the first down marker, and that's a 3-and-out for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. You see on replay, Duke Williams gets a 5-yard pattern, sits down, but unfortunately, only a 6-yard gain. You needed 10 to get to the first down marker, only got 6. So back on the field is Bailey Flint to punt for the Hamilton Tiger Cats from his own 43-yard line. Long snap. And they'll be returned by number 32, Javon Leak, who takes it outside. He's got some blockers. If he gets some more blockers, he can go all the way, but he gets out of bounds, knocked out of bounds around the 46-yard line of Toronto. And the Toronto offense will start there again. Pretty good field position. First quarter still going on. Toronto 7, Hamilton nothing. We'll be right back at this commercial break from Canadips.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canadips CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadipsCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadipsCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
Once again, thanks again to CanadipsCBD.com for being a sponsor of Belly Up Sports. And again, you can get some of their fine products at checkout, 20% off your order. At checkout using promo code BellyUpSports. As you can hear, Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast. It's a fully endorsed. We have plenty of other Belly Up Sports contributors who have tried Canadips, and they swear by it and they love it. Absolutely love it. And we're happy to have Canadips as one of our premier sponsors with Belly Up Sports. So it's waiting to come back from commercial break from CFL Plus. We are back to game action as the Toronto Argonauts take the field once again for their third possession of the quarter. So far, so good for the Toronto Argonauts. Had a bit of a bumpy end there of the second possession. But no matter, they still have the 7-0 lead. Chad Kelly gets on the field. He sends his receivers in motion. Handoff to Andrew Harris. And Andrew Harris gets to the 50-yard line and about a gain of 4 yards. So Andrew Harris, a long-time CFL running back. He's won 4 Grey Cups, won one last year with the Argonauts, and was thought to retire last year after his Grey Cup win, but he's a little upset there. I felt like he could have gotten some more yards, but not quite. 2nd down and 6. Does Kelly go back to pass? And he finds his receiver. It looks like it's going to be Davaris Daniels, and he has a first down. Oh, I'm sorry. It's number 86, DeMonte Coxie, who gets to the marker, gets a couple more yards, and it's first down Toronto. Well-run pattern there by Coxie, and he gets hit, but keeps no matter if you get hit, as long as you keep the ball, as long as you hold on to that ball, you do some good things with it. And he wound up hitting the stick, getting the first down stick, a couple of yards more, and it's first down and 10, and they're inside Hamilton territory one more time. And if you're watching on CFL Plus, DeMonte Coxie had that wonderful catch last week against the Montreal Alouettes to pretty much seal the game for the Toronto Argonauts as they were visiting the Royal City. We got a minute 52 left in the first quarter. He is first in the CFL this season with 7 contested catches. So if you need a guy who needs to get the ball, DeMonte Coxie is your guy so far for the Argonauts. 1st and 10, 1:44 left in the first quarter as Kelly hands off to Ouellette. Ouellette gets about 2 yards, is immediately stopped at the midfield marker. Be 2nd down and probably about 8 yards. Yep, 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8. We're about to approach a minute left in the first quarter. And Toronto still has the ball with just about a minute left. Mark Washington, defensive coordinator for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Second down and 8. Men in high motion. Kelly goes back to pass. He finds his receiver, Cooksey again, and he doesn't quite get to the first down marker. A little bit of extracurricular activities afterwards. Great tackle out of bounds there by it looks like it was Tunde Adeleke making his coming back from making his first 2023 debut, excuse me. Great move there. Is actually so on the tackle it was Richard Leonard, and then Adeleke came in with the hit to drive Cooksey out of bounds. So 3rd and 4 from the Hamilton 46, Bede with the kick, and taken by McAllister inside the 20 and gets about to the 24-yard line. And with about 6 seconds left in the first quarter, Hamilton takes the field one more time. I imagine this will be the last play of the first quarter. And I'll give you some of my thoughts. We'll visit the feedback zone. Seeing a couple of comments come in already, and we'll let you know. We'll get set for the second quarter. It's 1st and 10, Hamilton Tiger Cats from their own 24-yard line. Time has expired, but no matter in the CFL, you can still run a play. And that screen is snuffed out by number 3, Jamal Peters. Right there, Johnny on the spot. And that ends the first quarter with the score being 7-0. It's a 5-yard loss on that play. So Jamal Peters sniffing out that screen, and he turns into a 5-yard loss. End of the first quarter, Toronto 7, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats nothing. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter. So thanks for watching and listening to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play.
Spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped have the best tools for some spring cleaning. They've already helped you tidy up all the nooks and crannies of your body's basement, but this year Manscaped can help you get the perfect presentation on that beautiful face with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Make sure you look your best this spring by using code BELLY20 to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. So tame your mane with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The sun is peeking back out, which means you'll have to show your face in the daylight again. So use the kit to make sure your scruff looks award-winning, whether you have glorious beard flow or some smooth, sleek cheeks. Save 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. Focus on the face and use the Beard Hedger Pro Kit for the cleanest look in the game.
Once again, the Beard Hedger trimmer from Manscaped gets the No Credentials Required seal of approval. Maybe I will bring that graphic in. Oh, goodness. Well, take a quick look at the feedback zone. My buddy Victor Locke, as we call him, Victor Locke, says Espresso McCoffee has hijacked the airwaves once again. Absolutely, I have. And hopefully you're enjoying this presentation. First quarter stats go as follows for the Argonauts: 78 passing yards, 20 rushing yards, 90 net yards. The Tiger Cats, 36 passing yards, -3 rushing yards, which gives them 33 net yards. So the Toronto Argonauts defense as advertised and their offense as advertised. Let's see if we can get some more points on the board. Usually it takes about 2 or 3 series for each team to get a feel for each other. But let's see what happens for in the second quarter. As the first play of the second quarter, Tiger Cats already face a 2nd and 15 from their own 20-yard line. Or 19-yard line, excuse me. Shotgun formation. Powell goes back to pass, stays in the pocket, gets his receiver, number 86, Brandon Kemp. number 85, Keandre Smith, excuse me. However, that will not be nearly enough for the first down as the punt team comes back out onto the field. So it'll be 3rd and 7 and punt there by Flint. Taken again by Javon Leake. Gets a couple of yards. And the Argonauts will start at around their own 38-yard line. So Hamilton struggles. After that first series, Hamilton has struggled to move the ball, unfortunately, and it's resulted in no points and not a whole lot of yards. So let's see if they get going. As I mentioned before, before play started again, that after that first series, the Tiger Cats have failed to move the ball, failed to advance the ball. So it looks like we're going to have time to get comfortable as Chad Kelly leads the Argonauts onto the field. Fake handoff, nice pass over to number 83, David Ungerer. And that will be a first down for the Argonauts. Looks like a gain of 12 or 13 on the play. Great read option there by Kelly. Finds his primary receiver. As you can see there, Taylor Powell talking to Bo Levi Mitchell, trying to get some words of wisdom from there. First down from their own 52-yard line as Kelly fakes the handoff again, finds his receiver, Curly Gittens, and Gittens gets down to around the 38-yard line of the Tiger Cats. And that'll be another first down. So Chad Kelly doing some surgical work on the Tiger Cats defense there with the fake handoff, the play action, doing some play action with their RPO, finding his receivers. And there he goes again, but unfortunately it's incomplete. Looking there for DeVaris Daniels, but that fell incomplete. You'll see on the replay. Ball came out of his hands, a little bit of a duck-like, and Daniels couldn't quite get a grip on the ball. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Argonauts at the Hamilton 43-yard line. Shotgun snap, men in motion, high motion. Kelly goes back to pass. He actually going for a screen, and he finds Willette. Willette dancing, and he gets to the first down. He gets to the 29-yard line. So there's a gain of about 15 yards, but unfortunately there's a flag on the play. And I'm going to say it's in the field of holding. Let's listen. I'm going to listen to the call. So that'll be an objectionable conduct, which is basically an unsportsmanlike conduct. And that was on number 86, DeMonte Cooksey. So even though the Argonauts got the first down, the penalty drives them back 15 yards. So actually starting at Hamilton's 44-yard line as Kelly goes back to pass, steps up, finds his receiver Gittens, and Gittens is getting it good. Gets to the 26-yard line of Hamilton. That'll be enough for a first down again. So again, Chad Kelly doing some surgical work on the Ticats defense, and Curly Gittens with a heck of a grab. Nicely done. 26-yard line, first down for the Toronto Argonauts as Kelly goes back to pass one more time, steps into the pocket, finds his receiver, Curly Gittens, one more time. Flag on the play, however, as Gittens gets inside the 10-yard line, but we have a flag on the play. And that's an offside penalty on number 44 for Hamilton. That penalty is declined. So once again, the Toronto Argonauts are inside Hamilton's 10-yard line, looking to extend that 7-0 lead of theirs against the Ticats. The last 3 receptions have been by Curly Gittens Jr., And again, Kelly's in shotgun formation, pistol formation, actually, with Harris going into motion. He gets back to pass. He finds Curly Gittens in the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Toronto Argonauts. And apparently this is the drive where this is the drive that was Kelly to Gittens, Kelly to Gittens, Kelly to Gittens, and it winds up being a touchdown. So we're going to see in the replay here, great blocking work by Andrew Harris, but Curly Gittens gets open with that post pattern, and it's Curly to the post, and you got yourself sick. You got yourself 6 points. Boris Beatty on the field to attempt the extra point for the Argos. Snap, set, kick is up and away, and it is good. With 10:42 remaining in the second quarter, it is now Toronto 14 and Hamilton goose egg. So let me go ahead and change the score line here. And Hamilton's offense got to find a way to wake up. This is a team you don't want to fall behind very quickly. And unfortunately, the Argonauts are taking the Ticats to school. Taking the Ticats to school. Take another quick commercial break. We come back. Hamilton gets another chance on offense. Stay tuned. Thanks again for watching or listening to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canadip CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadipCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
And again, we want to thank Canadips for being a partner with Belly Up Sports. And again, 20% off your order with promo code BellyUpSports20. So we're turning back to action here at Tim Hortons Field in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Again, it's a really beautiful night. Even better if you're a Toronto Argonauts fan. If you're not, however, if you're a Tiger Cats fan, so far it's not a great night as Boris Beatty kicks the ball down to McAllister, takes it from inside his own 15. Decent return there as he gets to about the 31-yard line. And the Hamilton Tiger Cats will start up again inside their own territory. As TSN takes a quick commercial break. Let me see if I can get this graphic up on the screen here. There we go. Let's try that. There we go. This is so you don't have to see my ugly mug. Fill up your screen. That's my best buddy, Tag Along, is next to me. Not here on the tower usually where he usually sits, but he's next to me. So if you're watching live, if you're watching on CFL Plus on another tab, and you happen to be listening on this particular alternative cast, and I appreciate you stopping by. Don't bite. No, thank you. Yep, he's probably hungry anyway. So, all right, I'm gonna remove myself real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta feed my cat really quick. All right, I'm back just in time for Hamilton's next drive. First and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Quick handoff over to James Butler, and it's only for a gain of 1. So James Butler, 167 total yards last week. He's got 329 yards this season for the Tiger Cats. As we go to second down and 8, their own 34-yard line. Powell sends his man's in motion. High snap, but gets recovery. And it's picked off. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Marcus Peters. Or by Jamal Peters, excuse me. And he's going to get to the house. It's a house call. However, there is a flag on the play. Let's check that out. But as the play stands, that'll be a pick 6 for Jamal Peters. The referees are discussing what happened. We'll take a look at the replay. High snap by Powell. Ball's actually tipped by Royce Michi, the safety. It just happens to land into the hands of Jamal Peters. And we may have a clipping call here. But we're waiting for the referees to discuss it. We'll find out what the call is, if there's a call at all. Shouldn't take this long for a referee call, but I think stranger things happen in football. All right, now we're getting our call. So Winton McManus with the block in the back. So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So the pick 6 is removed. However, it'll be Toronto's ball inside Hamilton territory one more time. Take a look at the replay. See the high snap there. Looks like to be a very rushed passing attempt, which leads to the tip by Michi, lands in the arms of Jamal Peters. However, this gets called back, but no matter. Chad Kelly starting from the 32-yard line of Hamilton, and that pass is broken up. So he's looking for Curly Gittens one more time. However, it was broken up by number 23, Richard Leonard. And there you see on the replay the block in the back, number 48 there, McManus with the block in the back, and that erases the 6 points. So second and 10 for the Argonauts from Hamilton's 32-yard line. Kind of that shrug by McManus. I could have blocked him better. Or not blocked him at all. Chad Kelly back to pass out of shotgun formation. He finds Tavares Daniels, who breaks a tackle, 2 tackles into the end zone. One more time, touchdown Argonauts. So even with the pick 6 being taken off the board, the Toronto Argonauts score one more time. And if you're watching live with me and you have me on alternative replay, You saw that stat that the number one offense in the league, averaging right around 39 points a game, the Toronto Argonauts, well, they're showing you why they are scoring 39 points a game. So we see in the replay there, DeVaris Daniels with not one, but two broken tackles, and he is home free after that. Nice little dance at the end there. We wait for the extra point from Boris Beatty. Snap, spot, kick is up, and the extra point is no good. Is it going to be taken out, though? No, it is not. So Beatty with the miss. No matter, because the Toronto Argonauts are up 20-0 in the middle of the second quarter. As TSN's stream goes to commercial break, we're going to take another commercial break. We come back, more action. I'll just correct the score line, but more action coming up after this. Again, you're listening to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. And again, you can catch No Credentials Required Mondays at 8 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And we move to Tuesdays after the NFL season starts. As we get back to action in Hamilton, Boris Beatty back to kick from the 40-yard line. He sends a driving kick down inside the 10-yard line as McAllister comes back out once again. Gets to about the 23-yard line, and the Tiger Cats will start one more time after the turnover. Taking a look at the replay, DeVaris Daniels coming out of high motion, and he does a nice little square in pattern, breaks two tackles, and he's home free for the touchdown. Nice work there by Daniels to break two tackles, then get in that end zone. Playing that guitar. Meow, meow. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Taylor Powell gets back to snap, fakes the handoff, and there's a screen to Butler. Butler takes the ball on the left side. He's going down the field, and this positive yardage for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. It looks like some life in this offense. It's a gain of about 15 yards there, so nice little gain. 1st down for the Tiger Cats. Starting to move the ball. Maybe. We'll see. That was actually about a 19-yard gain there. So a nice play call there by the offensive coordinator, Tommy Condell. As Ticats pick up some yards. 1st down from their own 41-yard line. Back to pass. Powell gets out of a sack, breaks the sack, rolls to his right, and it is incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 41-yard line as we're down to 7:26 remaining in the first half. Nice play there by Powell to break that sack as number 40, Robbie Smith, was coming from the edge. And actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to correct myself. Darius Pickett was coming from his defensive back position for the corner blitz. And Powell's able to get out of it, roll to his right, but unfortunately he didn't really have a receiver, so just threw it away. 2nd and 10 for Hamilton from their own 41-yard line. Men in motion. Powell goes back to pass. Nice pass there. Zips it along to Duke Williams, and Duke Williams gets down to midfield. That's another first down. About 13-yard gain there for Duke Williams, a veteran from Auburn, University of Auburn, fifth-year veteran. Also had some time in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills, so he gets his catch right there. But it was his third catch of the game. He's been the primary target for Powell this game. 1st and 10 for Hamilton at midfield. Powell goes back to pass, and he finds Duke Williams one more time for about a 5-yard gain. So gain will be 2nd down and 5 from the 50-yard line. If you're an American audience and you're watching and you happen to notice the bigger field, yes, it's a bigger field. There are 2 50-yard lines in this game. And again, 2nd and 5 for Hamilton at Toronto's 50. And we're going to stoppage of play. Looks like it's going to be a false start or a procedure penalty. And that penalty is on number 62, Tyrone Riley. Got that false start, or as they call it in Canada, illegal procedure. Everything's a little bit different in terms of names, penalty names in Canada. Unsportsmanlike conduct is objectionable conduct. False start is legal procedure. Unnecessary roughness is something else. So 2nd and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage there, as Powell goes back to pass one more time, and he'll find number 87, number 87, Richie Sendani. Unfortunately, it's back to the original, back to their original 2nd and 5 line of scrimmage, and back on the field comes the punt team, I believe, unless they're going to go for a field goal here. No, it indeed is a punt, and Flint sends it over down the field as Leak, it starts from his 10-yard line, gets out of bounds for about a gain of about 10 yards. So once again, Toronto gets the ball back on offense, and we'll see what they can do with the remaining part of the first half. 5:13 remaining in the first half. They're up. The Argonauts are up 20-0. Chad Kelly, 13 of 15, 196 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half already. And there's still about 5 minutes to go, so let's see if we can add to that total. But very efficient, lots of yards, very accurate as he sends men in motion. Shotgun snap, handoff to Ouellette, and Ouellette takes it about 6 or 7 yards down to the 21-yard line. As we'll get 2nd down and manageable. With there only being 3 downs in the CFL, you want to keep things manageable. So the 4-yard gain there gets to the 21-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 6. And again, the CFL, you only get 3 downs. So if you on 1st down, you want to get to 2nd and manageable, 2nd and short, 2nd and 6 like this. Chad Kelly sends his men in motion, back to pass, steps up in the pocket more, and he's going to run. We've got a flag as he gets taken down at the 23-yard line. This looks like to be in the realm of holding, but we'll go out into the field and we'll find out what it is. As you see in the replay, goes back to pass. Looks like he was going to throw to Ouellette, but he held the ball in. And there's a holding penalty on Toronto. Hamilton will decline it. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And for the first time, and the second time tonight, Boris Beatty comes on the field to punt. I'm sorry, not Boris Beatty. That will be number 29, John Haggerty, coming in to punt for the Argonauts. As we're getting down to the last 4 minutes of the game, and that's only the first 2 and out of the game for Toronto. They only have a 27% 2 and out average, which is first in the CFL. So that's how efficient their offense has been this season. McAllister dancing around. Nice tackle. Nice shoelace tackle there by number 49, Daniel Kwamu. So that was a potentially score-saving tackle there by Kwamu. Well done. Nice, great tackle there after the punt by John Haggerty. And Tyreek McAllister with that return by about 10, 15-yard return. So it'll be first down for Hamilton, about 33-30 left in the first quarter at their own 44-yard line. Powell in the backfield, empty backfield, fakes the pitch. Now he's going to find Tyreek McAllister, who will get out of bounds for about a 6-yard gain. So it'll be about second down and 4 as he gets to around the 50-yard line. .319 remaining in the first quarter. And again, Toronto has a 20-0 lead. This has not been a particularly close game. We thought Hamilton was maybe going to try to hang in there with the Argonauts, but unfortunately their offense has been kind of in the struggle bus as we go to 2nd and 2 from their own 48-yard, from the 52-yard line. And there's a handoff over to Butler. And Butler looks like he will get the first down at midfield as we go to the 3-minute warning. Nice little 3-yard run there by James Butler. 3-minute warning, and again, it's 20-0 in favor of the Toronto Argonauts. We're going to stay on the field, it looks like. No commercial break there. Nope. Oh, we're going to commercial break. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break for ourselves here at No Credentials Required. And again, you are experiencing the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play.
Spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped have the best tools for some spring cleaning. They've already helped you tidy up all the nooks and crannies of your body's basement. But this year, Manscaped can help you get the perfect presentation on that beautiful face with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Make sure you look your best this spring by using code BELLY20 to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. So tame your mane with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The sun is peeking back out, which means you'll have to show your face in the daylight again. So use the kit to make sure your scruff looks award-winning, whether you have glorious beard flow or some smooth, sleek cheeks. Save 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. Focus on the face and use the Beard Hedger Pro Kit for the cleanest look in the game.
All right, and welcome back to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. And if you're watching on CFL Plus, but you've got the sound muted and you're listening to me, thanks for watching / listening. I really do appreciate it. If you're watching or listening out there and you're watching on YouTube, sprinkle some comments in the comments section. Let me know how you're feeling about tonight's game. We get ready for the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, and it's been a very dominant performance by the Toronto Argonauts. And this game might, if Hamilton can't make any adjustments in the second half, this game might get out of control. First down from the 54-yard line of Toronto. Powell gets a snap, and it's a slide screen. And for the first time tonight, we've got a reception by Terry Godwin II out of Georgia. However, there is a flag on the play. I suspect it's probably in the realm of holding. And it is. So it's penalty on number 57, Brandon Revenberg. Holding penalty there. Although I really don't see it. So 10-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 20 from their own 46-yard line. Getting backed up. Powell back to pass. So he's going to set up another screen to McAllister, but sorry, not to McAllister, to Garand Gauthier. However, it falls short. No, it was McAllister. I apologize. But it falls long. It'll be second down and 20 with 2:40 remaining in the first half. Now, Hamilton has had their struggles at quarterback this year, but it's not entirely due to play. It's been a rough go for the quarterbacks, as I mentioned. Bo Levi Mitchell, who they brought in from Calgary. He's been out of the lineup for a couple weeks with injury. As we go to second down and 20 from their own 46-yard line for Hamilton. Powell back to pass. Of a shotgun snap, he finds Butler. Butler gets to the 51-yard line of Toronto, but he is stopped right there, well short of the first down. And it looks like the Tiger Cats will be punting once again. To mention the struggles of the Tiger Cats on offense, not entirely because of the quarterback. As you can see here in the replay, everyone's covered. Finds Butler, his safety valve, and Butler can only do so much with the ball. It's 3rd and 7, and we got another punt coming for the Tiger Cats as they pooch it. Looks like they're trying to get the field position, and they get the field position. They get the ball. However, flags come out, and I believe this is going to be a no yards penalty because they did not allow the Argonauts to gain possession. In the CFL, there's no fair catch. So they're trying a rugby play. But let's see what that call is. Jeff Reinbold, friend of the program. He's friend of the program. He's been in an interview last January. But a rugby style play, well performed, but let's see what this penalty is. So apparently there wasn't a no yards penalty, and the play will stand. Well executed play, a rugby style play by the Tiger Cats. And they get inside Hamilton. They get inside Toronto territory, but looks like the play will stand because there was no halo. So first down for the Tiger Cats inside the 33-yard line, and now a great pass over to number 17, Terry Godwin, and he'll get inside the red zone. So for the first time this evening, Hamilton gets inside Toronto's red zone, and they are starting to cook with gas with nearly 2 minutes left in the first half, excuse me. Across the middle there, Godwin with a nice catch and a nice run, gets some blocks, and he'll get inside the 20-yard line. It's around the 16-yard line of Toronto's. And if Hamilton can score here, get a touchdown. I'm sorry, the 11-yard line. So Powell back to pass, steps up in the pocket. Looks like he's going to run with it. No, he gets the way. Oh, it's incomplete. Looking for Tim White. As we reach the 2-minute mark of the first half. It'll be second down and 10. Hamilton at Toronto's 11-yard line. I think there might have been a little bit of a broken play here. Powell's trying to stretch the play, and he just can't seem. He just throws it a little bit outside of Tim White's reach. Can't quite get there. But kept the play alive. Get them from going back. We approach second and 10. Hamilton at Toronto's 11-yard line. Powell sends his man in motion. Shotgun snap, back to pass. Harassed. Rolling right. And incomplete. We're looking for Tim White again on the right side of the ball this time. Looked like he might have slid it in, but unfortunately for Tim White, couldn't quite complete the pass. And it'll be third down and 10. Actually, it's a great pass breakup there by number 0, Robertson Daniel. He was there to help prevent the play from being made. Would have been a great play if Tim White could just reach in and if you just pull it in, That would have been a great touchdown, but unfortunately, not to be. As Legio comes out for the 19-yard field goal attempt, that kick is up, and it is good. Hamilton is on the board. With 147 remaining in the second half, the first half, excuse me. Toronto 20 and Hamilton 3. Coming into this game, the Argonauts were a 9.5-point favorite. Let me go ahead and change that score line for you in real time. We'll get the score line under here. Risky play, well drawn up by, again, friend of the program, Jeff Reinbold, who is the special teams coach for Hamilton this season. If you want to go back in the archives, you can listen to that interview there. First down and 10 for the Argonauts at their own 40-yard line. Kelly goes back to pass, rolls right, and almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by number 23, Richard Leonard. It'll be second down and 10 with 1:43 remaining in the first half. And it actually bounced and hit the turf and then hit Leonard. Regardless, it's second down and 10 for the Argonauts. Kelly back to pass and shotgun snap, back to pass. He's harassed and he'll be taken down. He'll be taken down for a sack by number 24, Chris Edwards, coming up on the DB blitz. And that's the second sack the Argonauts offensive line has given up today. With 1:38 left, the Tiger Cats will get back the ball. That looks to be about a loss of about 7 or 8. Edwards coming from the edge sheds that block and gets right over to Kelly, takes him down. John Haggerty comes out to punt. 3rd and 17 from their own 33. Sends it back. McAllister takes on the right side, and he's knocked out of bounds for about a 6 or 7 yard gain. So we have a flag on the play. Looks to be a block in the back, so it's a 10-yard penalty. Erases that 6 or 7 yard gain. On the replay here, Edwards chasing after Kelly. Almost strips the ball from Kelly. But Kelly manages to hang on. Regardless of the 7-yard loss, was a sack. Well done. Great play call there by the defensive coordinator, Mark Washington, dialing up that particular play. 1st and 10, Hamilton from their own 20-yard line. As Powell sends his men in motion. Hands it off to Butler. Butler gets about 7 yards on that play. So got 1:10 left. So 2 timeouts. Not a risky play. So he'll run it up the middle. Toronto's willing to give up a little bit of yardage. And now it's 2nd and 2. As I mentioned again, in the CFL, you only get 3 yards. So you want to keep things manageable for second down if you can't get the first down. Take a look at Corey Mace, the defensive coordinator for the Argonauts, who are in their 150th year. Powell hands off to Butler, and Butler is snuffed out immediately. He'll take a loss. Be a loss of 4 on that play. As Darius Pickett, he makes the play. And it'll be 3rd down and a bunch. As Darius Pickett gets the first, and Jared Brinkman comes in to collect the rest. All done, well executed run defense there by the Argonauts. It'll be 3rd and 5 from their own 25, and back to punt again will be Bailey Flint. Flint gets the snap, sends a high punt in the air, and waiting for it again is Javon Leak. Takes it back, takes it in, takes it inside, and will get about a 4-yard gain. So 17 seconds remaining in the first half, excuse me. Toronto's offense comes back on the field, hanging on to a 20-3 lead. At the half, what I'll do is I'll review a little bit of the stats, so you can get some stats, some live stats from CFL.ca. I'll talk about last night's action as Winnipeg defeated Edmonton. Edmonton Elks still winless. All right, so we got first down and 10 for Toronto at their own 40-yard line. Chad Kelly sends his men in motion, shotgun snap, back to pass, hangs in the pocket, rolls to his left, can't find anybody. Now he finds somebody. That is caught by number 89, Cam Phillips, and that'll be a first down. So that'll be about a 20-yard gain on first down, and that should get them within field goal territory. But great play by Chad Kelly to keep the play alive. First and 10 from their own 49-yard, from Hamilton's 49-yard line, and threads the needle there. No, it's it's incomplete. Incomplete. Looked like he threaded the needle, and it was almost picked off there by Stavros Katsantonis. Dangerous play there, right before the end of the half. Trying to risk it, trying to get some more points on the board. Well played there by Katsantonis. 3 seconds remaining in the first half. As Chad Kelly goes back to pass. So it's going to be a bomb play here. He'll throw to the corner and is caught. It's caught there by DeMonte Cuxey. However, that will end the first half. So curious as to why the Argonauts did not go for a field goal there. But it's a big gain. However, it's nowhere near the end zone. Ooh, like Cooksey's leg bent back a bit there, but he popped back up. Well caught. Another contested ball there by DeMonte Cooksey. And there's an appeal from the sideline for illegal contact to the head or a face mask penalty. Regardless, that ends the first half. And the first half score is the Toronto Argonauts 20 and the Hamilton Tiger Cats 3. And as they go into the locker room, as both teams go into the locker room, I will take a short commercial break for myself. Get myself some refreshments, use the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. When we return, I'll try to get some first half stats for you. And again, I'll talk about last night's game. Winnipeg winning once again, getting back to their winning ways. Struggled a little bit, but talk about that a little bit more as they defeated Edmonton. But again, thanks for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. And we'll go to the locker room ourselves. So I'll be right back in just a few minutes. Thanks again for watching or listening to the No Crunch Required alternative play-by-play. All right, welcome back to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. Again, my name is Ryan McCarthy. I've been your host. We're still at halftime in from TSN's perspective, and Toronto has a 20-3 halftime lead. Have some live stats for you right here. Let's get to the halftime stats for the passing. In terms of passing, Toronto is up 248 yards to 129. Chad Kelly is having a field day, 15-29 for 248 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Rushing wise, AJ Willett leads the Argonauts with 5 rushes for 20 yards. Curly Gittins, 5 receptions on 7 targets, 62 yards and a touchdown. Dejon Brissett, one reception, 50 yards. He's the one who got things going for the Argonauts with that long reception in the first quarter to get things going for the Argonauts offense. On the defensive side of the ball, Wynton McManus has 3 tackles. Darius Pickett also has 3 tackles along with Royce Michi. Jamal Peters had that interception, and he leads the Tiger Cats with the turnover. For Hamilton, Taylor Powell, 13 of 19, pretty efficient for 129 yards and that 1 interception that led to 6 points for the Argonauts. Rushing, James Butler is 6 carries for 8 yards. For the receiving, Duke Williams, 5 receptions, 52 yards. James Butler, 4 receptions, 34 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, Kenneth St. George and Jameer Thurman, as well as Chris Edwards, have 4 tackles. Thurman and Edwards each have a sack for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. For team stats, time of possession, Toronto leads 14 minutes and 3 seconds to 12 minutes and 1 second. They do have, well, here's one of the stories of the game so far. It's penalties. Hamilton has 7 penalties for 50 yards, and that's an absolute killer. You need to be disciplined in this game. Some penalties were unnecessary, and we'll see what happens in the first half. We'll see what happens in the second half. 2 for 2 in the red zone for Toronto. Hamilton was 0 for 1. 4 tackles for a loss for Toronto, and Hamilton is 1 for 1 on field goals. So Toronto for this game, they just got to keep doing what they're doing on offense. Have Chad Kelly carve up the Ticats defense, get some timely runs in there. For Hamilton, they got to do something with that football. They got to get off the defense has to get off the field first of all. Secondly, the offense has to help them stay off the field. So this is a pretty simple plan for both sides of the ball. So let's take a look at what happened last night in last night's game between Winnipeg and Winnipeg and Edmonton. This was a pretty close game in the first half going into halftime. Winnipeg only led. It was tied. Actually, it was tied up at halftime at 6-6. Edmonton's defense was hanging in there with Winnipeg's offense. Likewise for the Blue Bombers. Blue Bombers having a home crowd. Here's the stat line for each team. For the Edmonton Elks, Taylor Cornelius was 17 of 29 for 220 yards and a long touchdown. That actually brought the Elks within. Actually got the Elks within. Within the to keep up with the Bombers. I apologize. I'm just looking at the stats here. So in the second half, second half things got turned around for Winnipeg's offense. They went up scoring 15 points in the second half, and they used their ball control offense, some short runs, keeping the clock down, and they scored 7 points in the fourth quarter, to pretty much seal the deal for their team. Again, Edmonton hung in there with the Bombers. The Bombers being the West Division champions the last 3 seasons, and Edmonton still trying to find their first win. They had some chances to get their offense going. Unfortunately, things just did not materialize, and unfortunately, it's another loss added to their tack column as we get set for the second half action. But before that, we just want to take a quick commercial break, and we'll enjoy another message from Canadips.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast, here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting superior.
Actually, I stand corrected. We're going to get started right now. McAllister takes the ball, and a kickoff return. He's got some blocks downfield. Headman midfield 50, 40, 30. He's driven out of bounds around the 24-yard line of Toronto. Heck of a kickoff return to start the second half. I mean, I talked about Hamilton getting a spark to start the second half. There's your spark. Great kickoff return there to open up the second half. Look at the replay here. They faked the end around, and it seemed to work because McAllister gets inside and then bounces it outside, takes down almost the length of the field, gets knocked out around the 25, 26 yard line. Actually, it's a 27-yard line. So first down for Hamilton at Toronto's 27-yard line. Powell hands off to Butler, and Butler will get about 2 yards before he is held up. So second down and 8 for the Tiger Cats. Again, Powell had pretty decent first half. Saved that interception. And that interception unfortunately cost them points. But as we look at some of the highlights from this first half, Powell had that one high snap, which led to that interception. Second down and 8 from Toronto's 25-yard line. Powell back to pass. Nice blocking up front. He'll step up, and an incomplete. Looking there for number 85, Keandre Smith. Unfortunately, threw it just in front of Smith, but into the ground. And that'll bring up third down and 8. So another 3 and out for the Tiger Cats. Now bring in Mark Leggio to attempt a 32-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 13:35 remaining in the third quarter, it is now 20-6 in favor of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Let me go ahead and change that score line in real time for you. So Chad Kelly comes back on the field, having a very efficient first half, and looks to continue that trend in the second half. And again, Chad Kelly, 16 of 20 for 248 yards and 2 touchdowns so far. as he leads the Argonaut offense back onto the field. Starting from their own 40-yard line, 13:30 remaining in the third quarter, will be first down and 10. As Kelly sends his men in motion, empty backfield. Then it'll be a wide receiver screen to Curly Gittins, and Gittins gets upfield for about a gain of 7. It'll be second down and manageable. It's weird coincidences between Conrad Holloway and Chad Kelly, 40 years apart. They both started 4-0 for the start of the season in their respective seasons. So we go to second down and 3, and Kelly will hand off to Andrew Harris, who powers his way through for a gain of 4, and that'll be first down for Toronto. Just showing the graphic on TSN, both he and Conrad Holloway started 4-0 in their respective careers, having very similar stats, but Kelly having a lot more passing yards. First and 10 for Toronto from their own 50-yard line. Chad Kelly back to pass him, shotgun snap, plenty of time, fires, throws, and gets his receiver. That is number 89, Cam Phillips. And that'll be a gain of 13, roughly 13. That'll be yet another first down for the Argonauts. Kelly once again doing surgical work on that secondary of Hamilton, as he finds his target, Phillips, who sits down, gets a deep hook, sits back, gets an extension, gets that first down marker. First and 10 from the Hamilton 47. Willett gets the handoff, and he gets it outside. He bounces outside. He's got some blocks. He's also powering his way through. He can't be stopped. My goodness, to the 11-yard line of Hamilton. A.J. Willett. Fantastic run. Look at the replay here. Gets the handoff from Kelly. That's a run of about 31 yards. And he couldn't be stopped. He's dragging the receiver. He's dragging secondary, Hamilton's secondary with him. And it's another first down for Toronto. Their offense cannot be stopped. First and 10 from the Hamilton 11. Kelly in shotgun snap, in motion. He gets driven back. Now he's just going to toss it, and it's knocked away. Gets knocked away there again. Richard Leonard defending on that play. And actually, that rush was for 36 yards by Willett. He's having himself a good rushing day. Snowman, appreciate the encouragement. Says I'm sounding good. Appreciate the encouragement. So we go into second down and 10 for Toronto inside Hamilton's 11-yard line. Kelly sends his men in motion. Shotgun snap, back to pass, stands in the pocket, gets up in motion. He's going to run with the ball, going to keep running, and he gets tripped up and tackled at the 5-yard line. Nice little trip up there by number 6, Jameer Thurman. Jameer Thurman playing that MAC linebacker position. Keeps his eye on Kelly, and he stops him short of the first down. Just seeing the replay here, Kelly steps up. Nice little tackle there, and stops 4 yards short of the first down. They're going for it on third down. It'll be third down and 4 from Hamilton's 5-yard line, as Kelly stops his men with 4 seconds left, trying to draw the Hamilton offside, it looks like, but it's not going to work, as they're going to draw themselves a delay of game penalty. And I'll drive him back about 5 yards. I'll drive him back 5 yards. No matter which country you're in, a delay of game penalty is still a delay of game penalty. Or as they call it, time count violation. The penalty stays the same, but the terminology is always different. I was wrong on that one. So we 3rd down and 9 for Toronto at Hamilton's 10-yard line. It looks like the field goal unit is going to come out, and Boris Beatty is going to attempt another field goal. This time it's going to be a practical chip shot. This will be about a 17-yard field goal for Beatty. Snap, spot, kick is up and away, and it's right down Broadway, and that is good. As Toronto takes a 23-6 lead. Great response there. They got some huge plays on that series. And Toronto increases their lead back 3. And yes, Snowman, time count violation. Not delay a game, time count violation. Yeah. Same kind of penalty, just different terminology. Gotta love Canadian football. All right, we'll take that break from Canadips. We'll be right back. Hamilton's offense will take the field once again. You're listening, watching. No credentials required. Alternative play-by-play.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast, here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canadip CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadipCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
Yeah, I come back from commercial break and Snowman is still asking, what in the world is a time count violation? Again, it's just another terminology for delay a game. They tried to draw offsides. Kelly tried to draw Hamilton offsides. It didn't work. The play clock went to 0. It's delay a game, but in Canada, they call it a time count violation. As I mentioned before, I was going over the terminology between the CFL and the NFL. Unsportsmanlike conduct is objectionable conduct. Offsides is offsides. Delay game is time count violation. False start is legal procedure. So Hamilton will start from their own 40-yard line. It's be first down. Play fake by Powell, and he is smothered, but it looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. As Darius Pickett got there, but no gain for Hamilton. So it was a 5-man front that time by the Toronto Argonauts defense. And it was all causing all kinds of havoc for the young quarterback from Eastern Michigan. So it'll be 2nd and 10. It won't count as a sack. It will count as a tackle because it got to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 for the Tiger Cats from their own 40-yard line. And it looks like that time there's going to be a sack. Powell's twisting and turning and trying to turn upfield, but unfortunately he gets smothered, and it was Folarin Oromolade who got there first, and then to finish him off was Robbie Smith. Nice work on the edge by both Smith and Oromolade with that twist move. Well done. This is another 3 and out for the Tiger Cats. Leak takes the kick, finds some space, dances around. Ooh, gets hit. Gets taken down by number 43, Carthel Flowers Lloyd. But some well done defensive work there by the Toronto Argonauts. As we've said before in this program, on this alternative live stream, or this alternative play-by-play, Toronto's pretty solid on all sides of the ball. So TSN's taking a commercial break. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And again, you're listening to or watching the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. Once again, folks, Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern until football season starts. Tuesday nights, it'll be on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. No credentials required. The live stream podcast hits a little bit later. And welcome back to the alternative play-by-play. My name is Ron McCarthy. I've been your host for this entire time, as the Toronto Argonauts currently have a 23-6 lead. And again, let me change the score in real time. I'll have it on the ticker. And the Hamilton Tiger Cats will get the ball back. Toronto Argonauts will get the ball back after forcing a 3-and-out on the Tiger Cats following a field goal. But Flowers Lloyd had that massive hit. First down and 10 for the Argonauts. And I'm not sure what happened here with the feed. So the game tracker real quick. Because all of a sudden it's 2nd and 10. Kelly in shotgun formation. And we've got flags. This is going to be it's either going to be offsides or procedure / false start. Let's hear what the referees have to say. Lots of pointing. He did it. No, he did it. No, he did it. And this will be offsides on number 44, Casey Sales. And that'll bring Toronto closer to a first down. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 from their own 41-yard line. And again, as mentioned at halftime, penalty is a big problem for Hamilton this entire game. Kelly sends his man in motion, pistol formation, shotgun set. Kelly back to pass. He finds Willett, and Willett is immediately drilled for a 3-yard loss. Right there by number 24, Chris Edwards with the stop right out of the read that screen very, very well. And he brings down Willett and now force a 3-and-out for the Argonauts. Well done read by Chris Edwards. Willett, as we know, is a pretty strong dude, as evidenced by that 36-yard run he had on the last series. However, that was that series. This was this series. That's a 3-and-out. So John Haggerty back to punt for the Argonauts as he sends it down to McAllister. McAllister from his own 12. And he'll be stopped there. And that'll be where the the Tiger Cats will start. As the Argonauts take the field, as the Tiger Cats will take the field with 6:13 remaining in the third quarter, and is 23-6 in favor of the Argonauts. We're going to take another commercial break. We come back. The Tiger Cats take the field one more time.
Spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped have the best tools for some spring cleaning. They've already helped you tidy up all the nooks and crannies of your body's basement. But this year, Manscaped can help you get the perfect presentation on that beautiful face with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Make sure you look your best this spring by using code BELLY20 to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. So tame your mane with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The sun is peeking back out, which means you'll have to show your face in the daylight again. So use the kit to make sure your scruff looks award-winning, whether you have glorious beard flow or some smooth, sleek cheeks. Save 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 money at manscaped.com. Focus on the face and use the Beard Hedger Pro Kit for the cleanest look in the game.
And again, welcome back to the No Credentials Required Alternative Play-by-Play, or I was going to call it from now on the APXP. Just sounds cool. 23-6 Toronto with the lead with 6:13 remaining in the third quarter. Hamilton's having a tough time getting the ball downfield. This Argonauts defense has been very stout in the second half. They've only allowed a handful of yards to the Tiger Cats. They forced not one, but 2 3-and-outs. As we get set for another possession for the Tiger Cats. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter, as Powell gets back to pass. He'll find Duke Williams again. Duke Williams, nice move. Gets to the outside, and he'll get the first down. It's be about 13-yard gain, so nice catch. Nice catch and run there by Duke Williams, the veteran. As he lands on his backside there, that cannot feel good. Football, folks, remember, football is not a collision sport. It's not contact sport. It is a collision sport. So first down for the Tiger Cats. Another screen, and it is snuffed out once again by the Toronto Argonauts. There to make an impact play once again is a Darius Pickett. So we see the screen there to McAllister, and Pickett just sheds Tim White, sheds his block. And there's a loss of about 3. Sorry, 2-yard loss. Second down and 12, Hamilton from their own 32-yard line. Back to pass is Powell out of a shotgun snap. Steps up in the pocket, and he's sacked. He is sacked. We got a flag on the play, which I imagine will be either roughing. I'm suspecting it'll probably be illegal contact to the head. Yes, it will. Because Jared Brinkman had him dead to rights. You can see that the bull rush gets the sack. As a face mask, the phantom face mask penalty. No, it's it's a face mask. He dragged him a little bit. It's nothing egregious, but you know how it is in football. If you grab just a slight piece of the face mask, they'll get a penalty every time. So that sack that would have gotten their offense off the field. Now it turns into a 15-yard penalty and a new set of downs for the Tiger Cats. First down from their own 47-yard line. Butler gets the handoff. I'm sorry, it's McAllister gets the handoff, and he's going to get about 10 yards on that play, about 10 or 11 yards. Nice run. Nice run there for number 35. The rookie out of the College of Charleston, Tyreek McAllister. Gets the snap collects the snap from Powell, fellow rookie, and he'll slash up the middle for first down. As he sees 372 yards in his first 3 games. 1st and 10 for Hamilton. Back to pass is Powell. Finds his receiver. And that's Terry Godwin II. It looked to be a fumble, but he was called down, but not before he got a first down. So Terry Godwin II. A nice little catch and run there. And he'll get the first down. Score update for Major League Baseball. The New York Yankees defeated the Kansas City Royals 5-4. So good on the Yankees for getting a win. Hooray. First and 10 for Hamilton from the Toronto's 39-yard line. End around there to Tim White, and Tim White is down. Looks like he may have lost a yard there. It'll be second down. It's a nice play call, but poorly executed. Not so I'd say poorly executed, but White didn't quite have enough blockers in front to make a play. Look at the replay here. The fake handoff to Butler, the end around, didn't quite get a block there, and that prevented White from getting any additional yardage. So it's a 2-yard gain, actually. 2nd and 8 from Toronto's 37 for Hamilton. Powell, back to pass, shotgun formation. He'll find Butler. Butler, dancing, sheds a block. It's a stiff arm, and that's a first down. It was a gain of about 9 yards. They needed 8. They got 9. And that'll be first down for Hamilton. It's clock ticking down to just about 1:45 remaining in the third quarter. And again, scores 23-6 in favor of Toronto. This is another installment of the QEW rivalry. This is actually the second longest rivalry in the Canadian Football League. The longest running rivalry is between Calgary and Saskatchewan. So here we go. First down, 28 from the 28-yard line of Toronto. Hamilton, Powell back to pass. He's going to fade it and find nobody. A little miscommunication looks like between his receiver and him. And Godwin's pointing at Terry Godwin pointing at himself, saying it was my bad. So it looks like it's a miscommunication between the quarterback and receiver, and that'll be second down and 10. And it looked like Godwin stopped his pattern a little bit shorter than he should have. We go second down and 10 from Toronto's 28-yard line. Powell in shotgun snap, back to pass, finds his man. It's number 85, Keandre Smith. There'll be a gain of about 7 or 8, but it'll be third down and short. And they're staying on the field. That offense is staying on the field. And I just want to point out something. Last Saturday, Winnipeg was up 23-6. Going into the fourth quarter, and went up losing that game against the Ottawa Red Blacks to Dustin Crum in his first CFL start. Third down and 3. Approaching the end of the third quarter, Powell back to pass, screen to Butler. Butler to the right side, first down and more, and he'll get to the 6-yard line. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. When we get to the end of the third quarter, I'm sorry, 2 seconds left. It stops the clock with 2 seconds left. They'll have time for one more play. Takes it down to the Toronto 6-yard line. So Hamilton getting some momentum now on offense. Starting from Toronto's 6-yard line. Taylor, the pitch to Butler. Butler dancing, powers through, gets to about the 3-yard line. And that will end the third quarter. With the score, the Toronto Argonauts 23 and Hamilton 6, but we have a flag. Let's see what that flag is all about. So a misconduct penalty, which would indicate unsportsmanlike conduct on Rivenberg. It's a 15-yard penalty, so the half can end on a penalty in the CFL, whether it's a defensive penalty or an offensive penalty. So good field position there. However, they get driven back 15 more yards, so getting closer to that goal line, but unfortunately, being driven back. All right, let's take one more commercial break. Going to quarter 4. And we'll have ourselves the final period of this game. This is the inaugural edition of No Credentials Required, the alternative play-by-play. All right, we're coming back to the game, and we got some live stats here. And Toronto still leads in time of possession, but Hamilton's catching up. So we'll get to see what happens in the second half, in the fourth quarter here. We see the penalty here. Ah, it's just a light shove. Come on, ref. Come on, Blue. That's a light shove. All right, we're in the fourth quarter here. 23-6 in favor of Toronto. Let's see if Toronto can hang on for the win. As I mentioned last week, Winnipeg was up 24-6, I believe, entering the fourth quarter and lost their game last week. Shotgun set, Powell back to pass. He's going to throw an out pattern to Duke Williams, and it's blocked. It's knocked away at the very last moment by number 42, Quantez Stiggers. Looked for sure to be a touchdown to Williams, but Stiggers gets there, knocks the ball away, and Toronto looks like they'll be going for 3. Well defended there by Stiggers. He didn't so much knock the ball away, but he swatted the hand of Duke Williams and caused the pass to be broken up. Here's Lego with a field goal attempt, and that is good. And now the score is Toronto 23 and Hamilton 9. I'll change the score in real time for you here. As Toronto takes over the field. Now, as I mentioned last week, now I'll get to that in a second. Toronto's offense comes back on the field, 1st and 10 from their own 40. Kelly hands off to Wilmette, and Wilmette gets nothing. Went sweep to the right, and Sales was there to make the tackle for the Tiger Cats. As I mentioned last week, Winnipeg led. Winnipeg led 25-6 in the third quarter. And going into the fourth quarter of their game against the Ottawa Red Blacks, the Red Blacks shut them out in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, 19-0, went up winning the game. Kelly goes back to pass on second down, and DeVaris Daniels can't make the catch. So that is a 3-and-out. So the Tiger Cats managed to get off, the defense manages to get off the field. So seeing the replay here, Chad Kelly throwing it just out of the reach of DeVaris Daniels. Can't quite collect the pass. And that'll be 3rd down and 10. As John Haggerty goes back to punt. He'll be punting away to Tyreek McAllister. Booming punt. Sends McAllister over to his sideline from the 14-yard line. Penalty flag on the play. Looks like to be a block in the back. We marked about 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And Hamilton will be taking over. Fourth quarter here in Hamilton. And the Argonauts have a 23-9 advantage. Taking another commercial break from our friends over at Canadips.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canadips CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadipsCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadipsCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
And again, CanadipsCBD.com. Get 20% off your order with the promo code BellyUpSports. And again, several of our hosts here at Belly Up Sports endorse the product. They've tried it out. They give it their seal of approval. I have not tried Canadips yet. I'm not a dipper. I'm not a chewer. So, although I do take CBD at night from another brand, Canadips is used by some of our podcast hosts at Belly Up Sports, and they endorse the product. So get yours at CanadipsCBD.com, and the promo code is Belly Up Sports for 20% off your order. All right, Hamilton takes over after the penalty. Take over at their own 10-yard line. Be 1st down and 10. Back to passes. Powell steps up in the pocket. Can't find anyone. He's going to throw it downfield. And he actually finds a man, and it's caught. Terry Godwin II with a great catch. Looked like the pass was going to go out of bounds to save a sack, but it winds up being a 1st down. So seeing the replay here, Powell steps around, and he finds Godwin, who actually slips out of bounds, but not before he catches that pass. And that'll be a gain of about 22. So Hamilton at their own 32-yard line, play fake, and that's an incomplete pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10. I think it was going to be a screen, but it was a failed attempt at a screen, and Powell was trying to find his man, Felix Gauthier slipped, unfortunately, and that screen did not quite work. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Powell sends his men in motion, shotgun set. Powell back to pass, finds his receiver. No, it's dropped. It's dropped by Keandre Smith. And that will be 3rd down. That's rather unfortunate. Flint in the punt. And that punt will be taken by Javon Leake, who gets upended immediately. Gets upended immediately there by Tunde Adeleke. And Toronto will take over on offense. Yeah, Leak tried to hurdle over Adeleke, and Adeleke said, I ain't having none of that. As Leak goes out of bounds. Now we're having a discussion by the referees. Wonder what's going on here. Still waiting on word from what the referees are talking about. We're talking about where the ball will be placed. Wow. The Argonauts special teams had 13 men on the field. That's too many men. And that'll be a 10-yard penalty. They're getting slow off the field, as you can see on the replay. And that's too many men, folks. Saskatchewan Roughriders fans, look away. Too many men in the field. That's a 10-yard penalty. And Hamilton's offense is back on the field at their own 42-yard line. 11:30 remaining in the game. Powell sends his men in motion. Empty backfield, shotgun set. Powell to the left side. He finds his receiver, Godwin, who wasn't touched, apparently. But the referee's going to mark him down 2 yards shy of the 1st down. Regardless, it's a catch. And now it's 2nd and manageable. See on the replay, Powell, great pass. There's a touch. Jamal Peters with the slight tippy tap of Godwin's feet. Regardless, actually, it was a 1st down. They got the 1st down marker, so it's 1st down. As Powell gets back to pass one more time, he's going to find a receiver. He gets smashed. Immediately there, Richie Sindani gets the catch, but Adarius Pickett with the smash. And that'll be 2nd down and probably about 5. Sorry, 2nd and 4. As Powell gets set to put his men in motion. Empty backfield, shotgun snap, and over the head of Tim White. And Tim White was pretty much wide open as Jamal Peters slipped on the turf. But the ball was a little high, and that forces the Ticats to punt again. You'll see here on the replay, Peters slipped, but White couldn't quite get to the ball. And this punt by Flint will be out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the Argonauts will take over there. 4th quarter. 10:07 left in the 4th quarter. It's 23-9 in favor of the Argonauts. We're going to take another commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back live with more CFL action. Toronto takes over inside their own 10-yard line. Kelly with the play fake back to pass finds his receiver, Curly Gittens, one more time. However, there is a flag, and we'll find out what that call is going to be. There's some dispute as to whether or not Gittens caught that pass, though. We'll find out what the discussion is between the referees. Too many men in the field for Hamilton. Oof. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down for Toronto. Not ideal to give up that kind of penalty with less than 10 minutes left in the game, and you're still trying to keep in it. So the defense had too many men. 1st and 10, Toronto from their own 19-yard line. Kelly, fake with the play fake, gets it to Gittens. I'm sorry, not Gittens. It gets it over to Cam Phillips, and Phillips gets about 4-5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Cam Phillips playing out of Virginia Tech University, and he's in his 3rd season in the CFL. And he ran an out pattern there and clicked the pass, ran another couple of yards. 2nd down and 5 for Toronto from their own 24-yard line. Kelly gets some men in motion. Back to pass. Tries to find Coxey. Coxey, however, couldn't find the pass, so a contested ball right there is over his head, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Hi, buddy. As tag along gets set to make an appearance, my friends. You can see his little ear right there. Back to punt for the Argonauts is John Haggerty. As we got to 3rd down and 5 with the clock ticking down to 8:39 remaining in the game. He's going to eat up that clock. Haggerty with the punt. McAllister's back to collect the punt. Starts from his 31-yard line. Gets that to the outside. Gets a couple blocks. So he gets down to about the 44-yard line. And that's where the Hamilton Tiger Cat offense will start once again. Got some new life with that. Got some life with that too many men penalty on that punt, but unfortunately couldn't take advantage of it. Let's see if they do in this particular series. Take another commercial break. More action when we come back.
Spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped have the best tools for some spring cleaning. They've already helped you tidy up all the nooks and crannies of your body's basement, but this year Manscaped can help you get the perfect presentation on that beautiful face with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Make sure you look your best this spring by using code BELLY20 to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. So tame your mane with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The sun is peeking back out, which means you'll have to show your face in the daylight again. So use the kit to make sure your scruff looks award-winning, whether you have glorious beard flow or some smooth, sleek cheeks. Save 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BELLY20 at manscaped.com. Focus on the face and use the Beard Hedger Pro Kit for the cleanest look in the game.
All right, we are back, and Hamilton's offense has come back on the field. Let's see what kind of magic they can do. 8:22 remaining in the game, and it's first down for the Tiger Cats at their own 45-yard line. Great return there, pretty decent return there by Cavante McAllister. So back to pass is Powell. Powell looking for a receiver. He finds Cavante Smith for a gain of 13. That'll be a first down. Gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 8:04 remaining. And that is a first down. Well-timed pattern there by Smith. And Powell gets himself some good protection. Nice stop pattern right there. It's about a 13, 14-yard gain. So Hamilton now in Toronto territory, first down from the Toronto's 51-yard line. Powell back to pass, finds a receiver, and it's caught. Terry Godwin the second with another catch. And he seems to be finding a connection there. Powell does. And that definitely is a catch. So it's first down again for the Tiger Cats. Another first down, a 15-yard gain. As Powell goes back to pass one more time, it's knocked away by a blitzing Robbie Smith. Coming off the edge, sniffed out the screen, and he got his mitts on the ball. And it'll be second down and 10. Smith seemed to read that pass right away, reading the quarterback's eyes coming off the edge, and knocks it away. It'll be second down and 10. Time's ticking away from the Tiger Cats now. We're approaching 7 minutes left in the game as they're down 14 points. Second down from Toronto's 36. Second down and 10. Back to pass for Powell. Powell steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. Go run for yardage. Ooh. We might get a penalty here. McManus. No call. As Powell goes for the slide, I have a feeling that it's going to be challenged by Orlando Steinauer. But great work by Powell to step up in the pocket and then run. And then number 48, Wynton McManus comes along and I wouldn't say decapitates him. That's a strong word, but he did deliver a blow to the head. And I wonder if head coach Orlando Steinauer is going to challenge that call to see if they can get if he can get an objectionable conduct penalty on McManus. And you see there Powell pointing to his head. There is a flag on the play. Let's check out what that flag is. It looks like they gave it to him. So yeah, they got that penalty. So it's 1st and 10 for the Tiger Cats at the 14-yard line of Toronto. Pushing 6 minutes left. Powell, pump fake. We got a flag on the play. Looks like to be in the field of holding, and he throws it away. As Mechie and White get into a bit of a battle of words after the play. There is a flag. I believe this is going to be a holding call, and it is a holding call, and that will be on number 62 for the Tiger Cats, Tyrone Riley. So I'll back him up 10 yards, and it'll be 1st and 20 from Toronto's 24-yard line. 6 minutes and 1 second remaining in the game. Time's ticking for the Tiger Cats. They want to get one up and defeat Toronto and bring them down from the ranks of the unbeaten. You have to get a couple quick touchdowns. 1st down and 20. Powell sends his men in motion, empty backfield, shotgun snap. Passes, finds Godwin again. Godwin up to the 12-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and a much more manageable 12 or 13. 5:25 remaining in the game. 2nd down and 9 for Hamilton. And again, Taylor Powell in his first CFL start. Very similar to Dustin Crum last week, who was in his first CFL start, and he led the Red Blacks to a victory over Winnipeg. Let's see what we can do here. 2nd down and 9 from the Toronto 13. Shotgun snap. Powell back to pass. Powell steps up. He's going to find some running room. He's going to take off, and he's going to go for a touchdown. Touchdown in the right corner for Taylor Powell. With 4:56 remaining in the game, and it's now 23-15 in favor of Toronto. So let's see if they go for 2 or they go for the extra point, go for the PAT, or they go for a 2-point conversion. It'll be an interesting call to see what happens here, but Taylor Powell stepped up in the pocket and just took off running and finds some running room, found some daylight, goes to the right corner, and finds himself in the end zone for his first CFL rushing touchdown. Don't know about the high step, though. For a moment, I thought he had pulled his hammy. So it looks like the PAT unit is going to go on the field and get the point after. It'll bring him within 7 points of Toronto. Yeah, I know, bud. That's a thrilling game. Legio for the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it's no good. The point after is no good. So Toronto remains up by 8 with 4:41 remaining in the game. Very surprising they went for 1. I thought they was going to go for 2. 4:41 remaining in the contest, and it's now 23-15 in favor of Toronto. As I change the score in real time. And there it is in the bottom of your screen. Let's take a quick break here. When we come back, Toronto will have the ball back in their possession. So thank you if you've tuned in tonight at any time, thank you for listening or watching the alternative play-by-play presented by No Credentials Required. And as I come back, Hamilton kicks off. Leak takes it down to about the 37-yard line to the 37-yard line and gets drilled by number 15, Kyle Wilson, out of Arkansas State. So 1st down for Toronto inside the 37-yard line. Kelly goes back to pass. He finds his man. He finds Tavares Daniels, who catches it. Touchdown immediately at Hamilton's 38-yard line. What a passing play. Play fake there. And Daniels just leaving his man behind, number 8, Lawrence Woods III. As they're inside the 38-yard line, Kelly hands off to Willette, and Willette is going to rumbling down to around the 18 line of Hamilton, and that's going to be another first down. Take a look at the replay of DeVaris Daniels' catch, and I think that was definitely a catch. I thought for a second Daniels might have bobbled it, and there was no chance for a replay. But that's definitely a catch by DeVaris Daniels, which led to another run, and now it's 13-yard line of Hamilton, first down for Toronto. Clock is ticking down towards that 3-minute warning as Kelly goes back to pass. He's going to flip it, and looks like we're going to have a flag. Probably in the realm of false start or procedure, whichever you call it. No, the timeout. Hamilton calls its first timeout of the half with 3:07 remaining. I don't know why they call a timeout when the clock is ticking towards a 3-minute warning. Maybe they saw something. Maybe Coach Steinauer saw something defensively they didn't like and decided to just burn a timeout. But 2 big plays by Toronto again. Toronto's just responding with all these big plays tonight. First and 10, Toronto from the Hamilton's 13-yard line. Kelly hands off to Ouimet. Ouimet gets to about the 10-yard line, and that will take us to around the 3-minute warning. Some more battle of the Babbles between the Ticats and the Argos. Again, as I mentioned, second longest rivalry in the Canadian Football League, only rivaled by Saskatchewan and Calgary. 3 minutes left in the game, and Toronto is driving. Let's see if they can get some points on the board to take this game out of reach. Take one more quick commercial break. We come back with the last 3 minutes of this game. And again, you're listening or watching to the No Credentials Required alternative play-by-play. All right, we're back. We're drawing closer to the conclusion of this match, entering the 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter between the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Toronto Argonauts. And let me bring the score scroll back on the screen. Is currently 23-15 in favor of Toronto, as Chad Kelly takes the ball, runs up the middle, flushes out the pocket, runs up the middle, and he's in for first down to the 3-yard line of Hamilton. That's a huge play right there as he goes back in the shotgun, and there's a quarterback draw. Is it a design play, quarterback draw? He gets 7 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down and goal inside the 3-yard line of Hamilton. Oh, that's the 1-yard line, excuse me. The ball spot at the 1. So it looks like it's going to be a very close, it's going to be a push in for Cameron Dukes. Cameron Dukes comes into the game. And he's going to push the pile, but he's going to be stopped short. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. In the CFL, all you have to do is get just to the goal line, touching the goal line, and it's in. That's considered breaking the plane. While the NFL, you have to go over the line. And Chad Kelly comes back into the game. As we'll have second down and goal to go from, looks like about the half-yard line. Clock's running down. We're entering 2:20. It's 2:23 remaining in the game. And Toronto has the ball inside Hamilton's 1-yard line, looking to get an insurance score to close out this match. Toronto jumped out to a 20-3 lead, 20-6 lead, I should say. And Hamilton's kept tough. The defense has stepped up a little bit. The defense has stepped up in the second half, but this series, 2 big plays, and Toronto is approaching the end zone one more time. Second down and goal. Chad Kelly behind his lineman. Looks like he appears to be in, and he is in. Touchdown, Chad Kelly. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. He actually leads the CFL with 5 touchdown passes. And Toronto goes up 29-15 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the game. And Kelly just following his blockers, pushing the pile, crosses the plane, gets into the end zone. And this game just happens to be, appears to be just out of reach. As the Argonauts go up 2 scores now with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in the game. Boris Beatty out for the extra point attempt. Snap, spot, kick is away, and is right down Broadway. It is good. Toronto 30, Hamilton 15 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the contest. As I said before, Toronto was up 20-6 at halftime. Hamilton's defense started to help them gain momentum, but unfortunately the offense has been kind of sputtering throughout the entire game until the last series when Powell took it in for the rushing touchdown. Here we go with this last series. DeVaris Daniels with an amazing catch. And that catch went for 35 yards. Then Wemette went for a 25-yard gain, which brought them down to the inside the 5, or inside the 10, excuse me. Chad Kelly with that designed draw on second down and 5. And he puts the exclamation point on the night. And now Toronto has doubled up Hamilton 30-15 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the game. Boris Beatty kicks off. Kicks a deep kick to McAllister. Takes it inside his own 5-yard line. He's got some space. He's going to run it towards the outside. Beatty looks like he may have gotten away with a horse collar tackle there. But McAllister with a good return. A good 40-plus yard return. He could have taken it to the house had Beatty not pushed him out of bounds. So Taylor Powell comes back on the field with the offense of the Hamilton Tiger Cats with 1:55 remaining in the game, starting at their own 43-yard line. So it looked about to be about a 42-yard return for McAllister. First down and 10 for Hamilton at their own 43-yard line. Powell back to pass out of a shotgun snap. Looking. He can't find anyone. He is sacked He is taken down by number 30, Jonathan Jones. Jones playing the Mac linebacker position as he bull rushes through Butler, and as Powell was stepping up in the pocket, swallowed him up, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 for Hamilton at their own 39-yard line. Powell back to pass, harassed out of the pocket, finds a receiver. And it's Smith who is driving, taken down to the midfield. And it'll be about 3rd and 3 with 1:23 remaining in the game. Taylor Powell having a pretty decent debut for the Tiger Cats here. One interception may have been the difference in this game. Otherwise, he's played pretty darn well. As we go to 3rd and 3 for the Tiger Cats at their own 50. Powell back to pass, finds the receiver. Unfortunately, it's dropped. That ball may have been tipped to the line of scrimmage, dropped by Godwin, and that may have done it. Let's take a look at the replay here. Powell goes back, and the ball, yes, is tipped at the line. Appear to be tipped at the line by Dwayne Hendricks, number 99. And that prevented the pass from being completed. I thought maybe Godwin got his mitts on it, but that was not the case. And that is a 3rd down turnover. And yes, it was number 99, Dwayne Hendricks, out of Pittsburgh with that pass deflection. 1st and 10 for Toronto at Hamilton's 50-yard line. Andrew Harris gets the call. Gain of about 2, and looks like there's going to be a timeout taken by Hamilton with 1 minute and 2 seconds left remaining in this match. I'm going to take a look at the schedule and see what the next game will be. I'll hopefully be able to have an alternative play-by-play. We might have someone jumping in with me next time. It's kind of lonely in the booth. Stand down and 8 for the Argonauts. Hand off to Andrew Harris one more time. Bounces off a defender, but looks like he only got about a gain of 1 as the clock stops with 37 seconds remaining in the game. And I apologize, that was not a timeout. In the CFL, if it's inside a few minutes left, I believe it's inside 3 minutes, the clock stops after every play, regardless of whether it's a conversion or it's a pass or it's a run, excuse me. Clock will start one more time. And John Haggerty is back out to make a punt on 3rd and 7 from Hamilton's 47. And Haggerty will just kind of flop it down the field, and he may get a rouge out of this, and he will. As Tyreek McAllister will down the ball in the end zone, and this will make it a 31-15 contest. Ten seconds remaining in the game, and Toronto will look to move to 5-0. Hamilton at their own 40-yard line, 10 seconds left in the game. Let's see if they can make this a respectable score. As Powell goes back to pass, and he'll advance in the pocket. He'll run. He'll just keep running with it. 4 seconds left, 3-2. He slides down at midfield with 1 second remaining. It looks like they're going to go for a Hail Mary again to keep the score respective. 31-15, 1 second remaining at mid end as Hamilton gets to midfield. And again, an absolutely idyllic night in Hamilton. Weather's just right. as we go to the last play of the game. And it's a pass to Godwin for about 8 yards, and that will do it. Final score from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Tim Hortons Field. The Toronto Argonauts take the QEW rivalry one more time as they defeat the Hamilton Tiger Cats, remain unbeaten in CFL play, 31-15. And that is your final score. Unfortunately for the Tiger Cats, they were not able to duplicate what the Ottawa Red Blacks did last Saturday, coming back from a 25-6 deficit and winning the game. But that's football. That's football. And Toronto is looking every bit of the juggernaut they have been for the entire season. Didn't quite get to 39 points per game, as they have been doing over the course of their previous 4 games, but 31 points is still nothing to shake a stick at. Nothing to be ashamed of there. But impressive contest once again. They moved to 5-0. They're the class of the league right now, and they're doing their job defending Grey Cup champion, and they're defending it pretty well. So I'll take a look at the schedule for CFL Plus to see when some of the next contests are, and maybe I'll do another alternative play-by-play next week depending on the schedule. Let me just take a look at that schedule right now. CFL Plus schedule. Let's see what next week's schedule looks like. It'll be the weekend of the 27th, the 28th. And we've got 2 games. We've got a game next Friday night between Hamilton and Ottawa on CFL Plus, and we got a game that Sunday between Calgary and Montreal at 7 p.m. on CFL Plus. So I may have to do this. I don't want to repeat teams on week-to-week basis. So I think what I'll do on Sunday night, the 30th, is I'll broadcast the Stampeders and the Alouettes. And that will be my next No Credentials Required APXP broadcast, which will be lots of fun because I'm a Montreal Alouettes fan. I won't make no bones about it. But I promise to be very objective when it comes to my play-by-play calling. But for those of you who stopped by or who will stop by in the replay, I want to thank you for watching/listening to my first attempt at the alternative play-by-play. It's been a pretty fun experience, although my voice is pretty, I wouldn't say hoarse. It's not hoarse, but it is pretty scratchy right now. But I had fun. I hope you did too. And I'll try to get better next time. I promise you. I'll try to get better next time. So again, my name is Ryan McCarthy. I have been the host of the No Credentials Required Alternative Play-by-Play. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll talk to you next time, next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Game start I'll do a pregame at 6:50 to preview the game between the Calgary Stampeders and the Montreal Alouettes. Again, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on Monday for the live stream, which will be the regular show. Me and Dustin will be back. We'll be doing another movie review. This will be a hockey movie this time, so you don't want to miss out. But thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Have a great night.